Okay, we've got the heat gun started up. And I hope, for your sake, Glenn, I get this thing the first time around. Here we go. The idea is to not heat everything up really hot all at once. Get things heated up enough so that you can move this thing up a bit, get underneath here. Bring it back down. Now the idea is just to get the chip and nothing else around it. Things are starting to melt a little bit here. There we go. There, it's successfully taken off. Everything cooled down here, and I'll have to put some solder onto this with an ordinary soldering iron. Because again, it only has a drop of solder right there. Nothing else farther down. And I have to get on there, and on there. The chip itself is so darn small. And you can see it doesn't have a whole lot here. The center bar is your base substrate. Now I think they put on this one the last time with the soldering iron. Or soldering iron that must have been some bloody hot, because it probably fricasseed the dang thing. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to tin just the center piece here. Usually this takes a lot of heat, so I'm just going to try to feather this thing in. Using my paste soldering iron is not going to work with that, I guess. So we'll use a solder extractor, which has got a pile more power to it. And put some more heat to it here. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of doing. Yeah. All else fails. There's a little bit of flux. Put a little bit of flux on here to get it to wet a little bit. Don't want too much. This stuff goes a long way. Now, try the soldering iron again. You definitely don't want to get any of it anywhere else. It's proving to be pretty difficult here. Didn't do this the last time. Here we go. Trying to get a heat sink heated up is lots of fun. I think we got enough on there. Now we're going to wet this again. And we're going to try applying our chip to it. It's not the first time I've done this. It's the second time. As you can see, things are pretty damned hot here. I want to get a whole lot hotter. So, now, we'll dig into the bag. Get our chip out. As you can see, got a couple of them here. So I'm going to take out one that looks like the one I replaced the last time. Not like the one we've got here. bit difficult. Let's come out of the bag. Okay. Now, who can tell me where the key way is on this thing? Well, if you can believe it, it's this corner right here is number 1. So we simply drop it on there. How about, oh, come on. I've already checked out my previous pictures, and this is the correct orientation for it. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of a pain, isn't it? And I'm going to fire up the heater again. Move things out of the way. Yeah, this is going to be even more fun. I don't want to disturb any of the other pieces. Well, I shake like a devil here, so. She's rocking on the damn center now. Come on, settle in. There, it just settled right down. And just hold it on there and take the heat away. And blow some cold air on it. And we didn't move any other parts. As you can see, I can hardly see the darn things. Let us cool down slowly, or it'll fracture something. And whoever worked on this before was in more than just this piece. They're soldering in a whole bunch of things. Okay, now we're just going to let that go. We're going to let that cool down. And as you can see, it's all quite solid on there right now. Because everything here is surface mounted, and it's put in by a computer. And then they send it into a little chamber, and it heats up, and that's all solder paste. It just sinks right into it, and you don't touch it. If you can't see it, you work on it. So anyway, the chip's been replaced. I'm going to let it cool down for quite a while here before I put it back together and see if it goes or it blows.